Political corruption. Rome's government slowly stopped working the way it was supposed to. Many officials accepted bribes. Power became more important than serving the people. Emperors came and went so quickly that long-term planning became almost impossible. Some leaders cared more about protecting their throne than protecting the empire. Every time a new emperor took power, new arguments, new policies, and sometimes even new civil wars followed. It's hard to build a stable future when everyone is fighting over who's in charge. Economic trouble. Running an empire wasn't cheap. The government had to pay soldiers, build roads, repair cities, and keep the empire running. As Rome stopped conquering new lands, less treasure flowed into the empire. To make up for it, taxes kept increasing. Ordinary people suffered the most. Then the government reduced the amount of silver in its coins. The coins looked almost identical, but they were worth much less. Prices rose. Romans looked at the market and probably said, "I swear, bread was cheaper yesterday." People lost confidence in their money. Trade slowed down. The economy became weaker every year. A weaker army. For centuries, Rome's army had been nearly unstoppable. But over time, finding loyal soldiers became harder. Many Roman citizens no longer wanted to join the army. So the empire hired foreign mercenaries to fight. Some were excellent warriors, but many were loyal to the general paying them, not to Rome itself. When money became scarce, that loyalty often disappeared too. The army that had built the empire was no longer the unstoppable force it once was. As Rome weakened, its enemies noticed. Nothing attracts unexpected visitors quite like looking vulnerable. The Vandals, the Huns, and many other tribes pushed against Rome's borders. Each invasion forced Rome to spend more soldiers, more money, and more resources. Eventually, the empire became too exhausted to defend every frontier. The walls were still standing, but the strength behind them was fading. The final chapter. So, what really destroyed the Roman Empire? It wasn't one emperor, it wasn't one battle, it wasn't one invasion. History's biggest disasters rarely come with a single dramatic villain. They usually arrive as a long list of ignored problems. It was hundreds of small problems building up over generations. Think of it like a ship. One tiny hole won't sink it, but if no one repairs the first hole, then another appears. Eventually, even the greatest ship begins to sink. That's exactly what happened to Rome. The empire that once ruled millions, that built roads still used today, that changed the course of history, finally collapsed. But its ideas didn't. Its laws, its architecture, its engineering, and even many modern languages still carries Rome's influence. The Roman Empire may have fallen, but its legacy never did. And maybe that's why people are still telling its story. Like me. More than 1,500 years later. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments.